Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is a video on how to replace these little springs on the trunk of your Jaguar XF. And my car's springs, this is the old one here. I actually put some lube on it. I thought maybe that would help. That didn't do the trick. So when you press the button on the key fob, the trunk doesn't want to go up by itself. So having a look at the mechanism, I saw these springs actually do the trick, and I think mine are just old, they're worn out. And I bought these new ones, and I've taken the cover, and I'll show you guys on the hinge now. I've taken this cover off of the old one, and I'll be putting it onto the new one. And this is just a little dust cover that actually fits on it, and it has a little arrow on it. I don't know if you can see that. So let's get to fitting it on the car. So this is the little spring here that I'm actually talking about. A lot of guys in the forums keep referring to these gas struts and that their gas struts are maybe worn out. That may be the case, but the gas strut is not what causes the trunk lid to go open when you press the key fob. It's this little spring here, and you can see that this dust cover moves up and down, but it's got nothing to do with setting or anything like that. I've taken this one off already, and you can see all that happens is it actually just clips on like that, in that direction. And this is the little dust cap that I was referring to, which I'm gonna place over this new one here. And the part number, from what I can see, is C2Z1829. I think they're probably equivalent to around about $7 each. So you know, it's worth a try. All it took me was I actually used this trim tool to pop them off. So when you need to get the spring off, you actually just need to get your trim tool in there and just apply some major force to it. You'll see that there's a space in this little washer thingy over here. There's actually a spacer in it there, so you can actually get a screwdriver in there. Mine stayed behind. It actually stayed, you know, on there, and I just popped it off with a screwdriver. The bottom one came off with the old one, and I'm just going to put that on now, and let's see if this works. Right, so just an update. These little grommets that actually fit in over there, that hold this thing in place, they're quite difficult to get on and off. So you've got to use something like this in order to clamp it and force it down onto the spring. And I'll show you. So here's how I actually get these springs off. This one's off now, but you've got to get your something like where am I? You need something like that to actually get in there, and you just maneuver it and you pull outwards like that, and you can then pull it off. And then the bottom one's quite easy after that. And I'm hoping the little rubber thing's gonna come off with it. It doesn't look like it. Nope. So now you just need to pry these little grommets off here. Now, like I said earlier, in order to get the old dust cover on top of this, you got to take this one's grommet out, and getting it out is not easy, and getting it in is also not easy. And this is the old one that I took off, and I've taken the dust cover off, and I've placed the dust cover on this one, as you can see, and it goes on this way. The small part of the larger flange fits on the back side, and the smaller part of the flange fits on that side, on the outer side. And it's actually very simple to snap it back in place. The right hand side one is on, and the left hand side one is on. So now from what I can see, the trunk still isn't going to open. So my guess is, it opens like that, but it doesn't pop up. And I think even if I put it like that, it's telling me that the gas struts are probably worn, and I'm probably going to have to replace these. So as you can see, it's probably not the springs that are faulty, but probably the gas struts that are not strong enough, that once the trunk lifts up, to push the trunk all the way to the top. I have lubricated the hinges, so I don't think it's a hinge lubrication problem. I don't think it's a lube problem. I think it is definitely the gas struts. So if you are struggling getting your trunk to open up when you press the key fob, it probably is the gas struts. But stay tuned, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. And also tune into my other videos if you have some time. Thank you.